So we are officially deep into January, and this video is for those who have stuck with their New Year's resolution thus far for a better, happy, healthier, and more amazing self. I wanted to just give my top 10 tips for truly and genuinely healing. There's so much misinformation out there, and I just wanted to give my take on it. So here we go. And don't mind this, I wrote everything down on paper so I can remember. Okay, tip number 1. If you're gonna commit. You cannot take good nutrition and bad nutrition and think that you're gonna heal your body. A lot of people think once they decide to start eating healthier and everything like that, that they can kind of cheat or indulge with the bad stuff. But I look at it like this. If your body was on fire and you're trying to put out the fire with water, which we'll say is like the healthy nutrition, and still consuming bad things or having cheat days, it's like trying to put out a fire with water while you're feeding gasoline into it at the same time. So that doesn't work for me. I'm like a black or white, all or nothing person. So if you're really trying to heal your body, especially if you have a condition or disease or just really poor quality of life or health, you really need to commit 100%, like you deserve to. So you got to go all in and you got to go for it. I look at it like there's healers for the body, there's healing food, there's healing supplements, there's healing just aspects of life, and then there's damagers. And because of the environment we live in is so damaging already, there's so many things that we can't escape, from like our air quality to just like things like that. So to add in any more damagers by choice, to me, it shouldn't be. So I gotta say, if you're gonna commit 100%. Okay, so once you got your nutrition on point and there's no cheating and there's no like adding gasoline to the fire, right? You really have to be on a supplement plan, a vitamin supplement plan. Get with somebody you trust in holistic medicine who really knows what they're doing, or just do your own research. But we all need vitamins and supplements. I get asked this question quite a bit, actually, like, I'm eating so healthy. Is it necessary? I'm gonna say that it's absolutely necessary for so many reasons, but I'll just name a few. The quality of our soil at this point in our world is not that great. So we lose a lot. We lose a lot of vitamins. We lose a lot of nutrients. We lose a lot in the quality of our soil. You also have to take into consideration that there's travel time. So let's say you're on this amazing plant-based diet, but it could take from when they picked it to when you eat it 2 weeks with some things for it to get into your body. So during that time, things have been lost that were going to be beneficial to you, things that you needed. So that's another reason why you're not going to get everything you need strictly from the food you eat. Even if your nutrition game is on point, you still need to supplement. Okay, so then there's the vegans, which ding, 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 I am myself. We absolutely need to supplement. I can name, B12 needs to be taken for sure. Usually iodine is something you really want to have. Most Americans that even aren't vegan or whatever don't even get it as it is, but there's just certain things being vegan, like a B12, you really do have to take. So that's my take on that. So yes, everybody in the world needs to supplement, no matter how amazing your nutrition game is. That's my professional opinion, and I would bet everything I have on that. Okay, number 3. Now, I see a lot of people talking about self-care, but you really got to do self-care. We live in this hyper-stressed world. Everything's so fast, and it's at a speed that's like, it's at a speed that our bodies honestly are not designed to keep up with. So you really, really have to make time for self-care and me time and all that, whether it's going to a spa or even window shopping or reading a book under a tree if the weather permits. But you really need to make time for the things that matter, not scrolling through Instagram to see who's living better than you or what your ex baby's mama's cousin's doing, but really taking time to engage in activities that are healing to the body. So massages, meditation, yoga. If money is an issue, you can always go on YouTube. So now technology is okay. You can go on YouTube and there's tons of free yoga videos, 30-day ones and everything. So you can always do that. That's a must. Self-care, me time. I can't express that enough, especially for my moms out there who have children. I know like it's so important for me to be the best mom I can be, is for me to make time and take time to decompress and just literally just breathe, because life's chaotic. Okay. Let's see. Number 4. Okay, I see a lot of people working out, eating right, but then they have their vices. Hookah, energy drinks, cigarettes, consuming alcohol. Like, I don't do that at all. I know I'm one of the few that don't. But you really shouldn't drink alcohol. And if you do, it should be reserved for like very special occasions, like your birthday, or it should not be too much. So yes, vices really do have to go. It's like adding gasoline, trying to put out a fire. It's not going to give you optimal results. It can't. Let's see, number 5. You guys know how I feel about this. No toxic relationships. I don't care if it's your significant other. I don't care if it's your coworker, your boss, your sister-in-law. I don't care if it's your own father. I don't care who it is. Toxic relationship will slowly poison your body. There's just some people that you be around, and when you leave, you feel amazing and you feel like you like the person that you are, but then, and keep those people and love those people and cherish those people. But then there's a people where you're around and you literally leave feeling like your soul has been drained, like you're the worst person in the world, like everything about you is wrong. And those are the kind of people that you need to get out of your life and never look back. I come to realize something. Those people will say negative, nasty things to you, even if they're like these subtle digs where they're like said with a smile. They'll make comments. And I learned to listen to those comments very slowly and repeat them, because they're usually the things that that person feels about themselves. Anybody who makes you feel drained when you leave their presence or questioning who you are as a person, they have to go. And that's saying if you know it's not true. Now, there's people that will come into your life and say something because they feel like you can improve genuinely in something, and you acknowledge that that can be a fault of yours. Like if somebody tells you the way you speak could be maybe disrespectful, or you really have to take a look and say though, do I do that and stuff, but the kind of people I'm talking about. I'm talking about the hating, the haters, the hating ass that just really like to bring you down because they hate themselves. I feel like the people that do that hate themselves, and everyone at their fingertips has to suffer, and I don't got no tolerance for it. That's my trigger. As soon as I see that, I cut them. At this point in my life, they're cut off, and that's the end of it. I don't play with my energy, and my energy, keeping that pure as I can. So yes, no toxic relationships. That will get you in the end too. Okay, so let's see. Number 6, I have a few things where, like, to anybody in the world, and I would have to do videos on these things separately because it's such detailed information. I just don't agree with. I don't agree with gluten. I don't agree with dairy. You're not a baby cow. It's not going to do nothing for you. I don't agree with soy. And okay, let's get to the meat thing. Okay, how do I feel about that? I'm a vegan. That's just what it is. I'm on a vegan diet, I should say. It's just what it is. Works best for me. I feel best on it. Do I have an issue with people eating animal protein, or do I think that it causes the body damage? It depends on the health of the person. But I will say this. If you're going to eat meat, you need to eat it in moderation. It needs to be from the right source. If any of you guys are familiar with the blue zone countries, those are our areas. Those are the places in the world where people are living the longest, and the disease and cancer rate is like significantly lower. They all run on carbohydrate diet. They do not run on protein diet. So I think that We have this obsession with protein that really doesn't make any sense. But I'll do a whole video on the protein obsession too. Okay, number 7. I know some of you guys, we've talked about this in private messages, and you gotta eat organic. I know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. F the dirty dozen or whatever it is. Everything you consume should be organic. If it's not, you're eating pesticides, you're eating chemicals. These are all dangerous to the body. They will lead to disease over time. Now I hear a lot, it's expensive. Yes, it is more expensive. It is. But if you lower your animal protein and prioritize, maybe don't go get those few drinks on Friday night. Maybe do your own nails. You have to decide how much the sacrifice is worth to you. Don't go get that Starbucks every morning, you know? You have to sacrifice. I don't look at any amount of money I spend on my health or my family's health as an expense. I look at it as an investment. Because let me tell you something. You think it's expensive to pay $1 extra for organic bananas instead of conventional? Do you know how much money it's going to cost for doctor visits for them to give you the runaround when you're having all these symptoms and feel like crap and they can't figure it out? You have to look at what you spend on yourself for your health as an investment. Yes, there's a difference between organic and conventional. I wish I could say there isn't, but there isn't a way around that. And that's just what it is. Okay, number 8, you gotta hydrate. You've got to hydrate. We are all, as like a generalized people, running around here dehydrated. How much water? You should drink at least half your weight in water. If you weigh 120 pounds, you should drink at least 60 ounces of water a day. If you work out, anything like that, of course you're gonna increase your water take, but we must stay hydrated, people. We must. And it's not like, oh, I didn't drink water all day, let me just chug this whole thing. No, you're gonna drink throughout the day and keep it nice and hydrated. Do not drink water with any fluoride in it. Do not drink tap water. Let me tell you something. The source of the water is so important. Unfortunately, they put a lot of stuff in water that is just very harmful. What do I drink? I drink Mountain Valley spring water. I believe in it. I love it. It's just amazing. So that's what I personally drink. It's the only water I drink. I will not drink out of a faucet. I will not drink from a filtered refrigerator. I will not drink from a plastic Poland Spring bottle. My water comes in glass. Very important where you guys get your water from, and I also feel like that's a whole nother video. Oh, number 9 is like my favorite on the list. I try to live by this. I really believe in being kind. I really believe in putting and planting goodness into this world. I really, really believe in that. And I feel like in order for you to truly be healed and happy, you have to give, and you have to just be kind. That's all I'm gonna say. That's like my favorite on this list. Okay, number 10. Oh, my night owls. You guys got to get to bed earlier. There's certain healing hormones that go off. I should say you should be to bed by 9:30, 10, the latest. They go off, the majority of them, between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. And you're not getting them any time of the day. There's a lot of cancer suppressors in there. There's a lot of disease suppressors in there. So I would say you get to bed early and rise and shine early. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That's super important. And make sure you're not slacking on sleep. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. That's super important. If you have problems with tossing and turning at night, don't use your phone for a while before bed. Try magnesium. There's so many things you can try. Come on in, baby. So yes, that concludes my list of the top 10 things to add into your resolution for those who are still moving along with that. And if you're not, hop on to my top 10. I will put it down in the comments. And thanks for watching.